I have news from the front lines, news from the front here. From a listener sending me a text message at 514-790-0800. It has started to snow in St. Anne de Bellevue. Just looking at the forecast here, we are expecting about 5 to 10 centimeters, right? And it's supposed to start anytime now. It has begun. So let me know, by the way, what you are seeing in your neck of the woods. Shoot me a text message at 514-790-0800. As we are expecting some snow into the afternoon. Okay, let's now talk about Plaza St-Hubert. It's not going to be pedestrianized in 2025. Why'd that happen? You rarely see a reversal in this respect, especially from this administration at City Hall at Projet Montréal. Let's find out more. Aliyah Hassan Cournal joins us, City Councillor for Mercier, Hochelaga Maisonneuve, Associate Councillor for Economic Development. Aliyah, how are you? Welcome back to the program.
Hi, Elias. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So first things first, what happened at Plaza St-Hubert? What did you hear from Plaza St-Hubert that has led the city to say, okay, we're not going to pedestrianize it this year?
Well, first of all, let's remind everybody that we have a very clear program at City Hall when it comes to pedestrian streets. So it needs to be more than 8 weeks, and it needs to be done with the Merchants Association. And, well, Plaza St-Hubert was the first year last year. They tried it, they tested. The citizens and residents of Rosemont did like it. It was a success to their point of view. But in terms of the merchants, they didn't agree with the pedestrianization. And they wanted to just stop it. They had an internal survey. And all the merchants and the Merchant Association wanted for the borough to stop and not come back for another year.
Okay, so I'm wondering, what do you do in those situations? I mean, obviously, we know what you've done in this situation, but I find that curious, right? You say when you consulted with citizens, you had an 88% thumbs up.
Yeah.
Merchants were like, nope, don't like it. You side with the merchants there. Take me through that decision-making process, because 88% seems pretty darn high.
Well, we're always trying to find a balance, right? So the program has been done and designed with the merchant and the Merchant Association. And whether it's Saint-Hubert or Ontario or Mont-Royal, it has to be done. In respect for the rules of the program we have at City Hall, it has to be done with the merchants. And even though the population agrees with the pedestrian street for the plaza, we really wanted for the merchants to go along with the decision, and they're not there yet. They're not saying we don't want a pedestrianized street ever, but we need to be more consulted. We need to be on board with the borough and the city. And for that, we wanted to make sure that the Merchant Association and the Rosemont Borough are redesigning either events or another roadmap for a future pedestrian street together. And that's the solution they came together with. So hold on the pedestrian street for 2025. There is going to be events, there's going to be activities. They're working on that, the borough and the Merchants Association together, but not with the rules and regulation of the pedestrianized street program.
Did the merchants also come to you with data? Were they like, look at our sales? Like, were they able to make a financial case that this was the right decision?
Well, they came with data, and that can be discussed because, you can say a lot of things with data. But they were saying, well, we have seen a slightly decrease of the sales. But I mean, it was summer. We're always seeing sales going a little down during the summer, especially in August, because people are going away on vacation. So this is something that is quite often seen when it comes to sales of the merchants. But really, they wanted to be consulted and they wanted to go along with the borough on having a word and a say for the pedestrianized streets.
We're with Alia Hassan Cornell from City Hall, a city councillor for Mercier-Hochelaga-Maisonneuve. Let's talk about metros for a second here, because there is a plan to replace the older metro cars, and boy, are they ever old, right? Their useful life is running out, and it's causing a lot of the delays. I saw a report about just how it's the MR73, for those of you who really know your metro cars. Those are the model we're talking about, the old school metro trains. They're breaking down a lot. They break down every year. They break down more and more and more. It's critical here. What's the plan to replace them? Because I think this is going to cost mucho dinero, a lot of money here.
Yeah, it's a major investment for the city, and I mean we need our metro to be functional and efficient. And the 47 MR73 that are still running in the network need to be changed. Those are the second oldest metro trains in the world. Can you imagine? So we need to see a major investment from the Quebec and the federal government to the STMs, because, I mean, in terms of economic development, in terms of tourism, in terms of expanding our city internationally, we for sure need a metro that is efficient, working, and with the replacement of the MR73 along the next coming years, we can see, we project a 37% increase in efficiency in the metro network. So that's critical. We need to have the funding to replace the MR.
So what is the timeline here? When does this need to get done?
Well, in 2025 and for the years to come, we need to have a bureau put in place by the STM to have all the studies and the dates coming and putting into place. But really, we're talking about 5 to 7 years, maybe a little less if the money comes very fast, to replace all the lines and replace the MR for the Azure subway. For the Azure subway.
Ali, I don't know if you, off the top here of our segment, I was talking about the snow, right? Because I got a listener that said it's snowing in St. Anne de Bellevue. On the corner here of Rennes-Lévesque and Papineau, not a single snowflake, completely dry. Don't know how it is in your neck of the woods, but I've gotten so many text messages.
I'm actually in my borough office today in Mercier-Hochelaga-Maisonneuve, and it's already snowing, and the teams are ready to go on the streets.
Okay, so the teams are ready. Can I ask you, do you already know, do you have any inside scoop here about the next snow removal effort from the city of Montreal? Because it's already bad in NDG, like my streets, and add 10 centimeters is going to be really bad. Do you know when that's going to start?
Well, it should start anytime soon. I mean, you know that, Elias, every borough has its own plans in terms of snow removal. And I want to make sure that everybody hears that, but Mercier-Hochelaga-Maisonneuve is very efficient and quick on the snow removal. Ville-Marie is going to start its operation very, very soon in the next minutes or hours. So, and in terms of the city in general, everybody's ready.
All right, Alia, listen, we're going to leave it there. It's always a pleasure to catch up, and come back real soon, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you, Elias. Take care.
Alia Hassan Cornell is Montreal City Councillor and Mercier-Hochelaga-Maisonneuve Associate Councillor for Economic Development.